Hi, my name is Jenna Viana and I am about to leave to head out on a brand new adventure. I am going to be performing on my Royal Caribbean cruise ship Harmony of the Seas, and today I am flying out to Miami to start the rehearsal process and to start this contract. This is my first big contract after graduating, and honestly, ever. And I'm super, super, super excited and stoked. It's bittersweet. I just said goodbye to my family and my boyfriend, and I'm about to start this huge new journey and chapter of my life. I am waiting to board my first flight. First I'm flying to the Dulles airport in like Washington, D.C., I believe, and then I fly to Miami, and it is 9/11. It's 9/11 at night on the 26th of November, and I am heading out on a red eye, so come with me on my journey, and let's see how this goes. Let's do a haul. Water. I like Dasani. Hate me for it, but I do. And then my favorite gum. They didn't have, but it's the same brand, so hopefully it'll be okay. We'll do a taste test on the flight. Hi, so just got off the plane, trying to find a place to sit and wait for the next flight. I'm exhausted. Hi, okay, so I've made it to Dulles, the Dulles airport in like Virginia, Washington, D.C. area. And I am now waiting until my next flight to Miami. That one boards in like 2.5 hours, so we're just gonna chill out here. Things about that last flight, I was able to sleep, which was great, but then they turned the lights on early because there was going to be turbulence, so they needed everything to be like set up, if that makes sense. So I could have probably slept another 30 minutes but didn't get to, so we'll see if I can like sleep. I feel weird about sleeping like in the airport, so I don't really think that's gonna happen for me, but maybe I'll sleep on the next flight too. People I sat next to were cool, they slept as well, so everyone minded their own business. I felt really awkward filming on the plane. It was fine. My ears have popped and are like all set, so we just need to do that again in Miami. But yeah, there's a Starbucks over there, so like I probably will get Starbucks during this break, so we'll see what my Starbucks order is today at 2 a.m. California time, 5:30 a.m. this time, so yay! But honestly, super easy flight. I slept through it, so didn't feel long at all. But I'll show you where I'm sitting. So here's the nice area. Okay, when I stood up to do that, I realized that someone was sleeping around the corner, so that's fun. But let's talk about how my backpack is now soaking wet on the back side and like the straps because the floor on the airplane was soaking wet. And I didn't realize that until the end of the flight when I was putting my backpack back on. So I'm a little concerned. I have really important paperwork in the back of the backpack, so I'm gonna go check that out, but I'm a little nervous. But something happened to it, so let's see. It's secure. We're good. So at this point, I was getting a little annoyed because I had this whole area to myself, and this man decided to interrupt my nap time. But I eventually got on the plane, and I'm watching Manifest right now, 10 out of 10. And I was exhausted, as you can see from my eyes, but there's Miami, and we eventually made it and landed safely, and I went to get my bags. I made it to Miami, I got my bags. I'll update later. That was so stressful. I'm alone in an elevator. Baggage claim was so stressful, but we figured it out. One of my bags had been like moved already. It was stressful. Hi, I thought I'd give you guys an update. I am waiting for the tour representative to pick me up and take me to where I'm staying. And I'm gonna try to fix my makeup because I have none on. So by that I mean do. Hi, welcome to my room. So I made it all the way to FIU and I'm here and ready to get started with rehearsals tomorrow. And yeah. Okay, so because I am new at vlogging, I just really couldn't justify whipping my camera out at certain times at the airport. And I was super stressed about certain things. So I'm here to kind of like explain what was going on. But basically I got off the plane in Miami and was like, I'm gonna get food because when am I gonna get food? Really great idea on my part. And so I grabbed a Subway sandwich and I ate that. And then after I got Subway, I decided to try and get my bags, which was a hoot and a half. And basically one of them had already been like removed from the conveyor belt. I thought someone had taken it. I found where they stashed those. Crisis averted, it was okay. And then I go up to follow the instructions in the email of like where I'm supposed to wait for the driver who's gonna like shuttle people to where we're staying. And all this to say, just like a lot of hoopla and it was a little confusing. And I ended up being in the right spot, but not being outside on the curb, and that was what I needed. So I called the number, they helped me out, they directed me to the curb, and then they called me back when there was a delay and actually were sending a different person to come and get me. So then that happened, and I had a private ride to the location that we're staying at, which is on one of the campuses of Florida International University. So I'm excited to be here and ready to kind of end my travel day. I have been up for so many hours and I'm absolutely exhausted, but I am looking forward to meeting people tomorrow. I feel very like antisocial right now, but also like, I don't know how I'm supposed to meet people. So stay tuned for when I start making friends. But for now, I am here, so I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you come along with me on this exciting journey, and let's see what happens next.